Colorado's stunning landscapes mask a growing crisis: homelessness. As winter approaches, thousands face harsh conditions with limited resources. Eagle Discovery explores their struggles and the efforts to provide relief and lasting solutions. Current situation of homelessness in Colorado. Statistical insights. Homelessness continues to be a pressing issue across the United States, and Colorado reflects this national trend. According to a report from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, HUD, approximately 580,000 individuals in the country face homelessness every night. Colorado, ranked 11th among U.S. states for homelessness, has seen a nearly 2% increase in the number of homeless individuals over the past year. In Denver, Colorado's largest city, more than 4,000 people are reported to be living without permanent shelter, illustrating the widespread and growing issue of homelessness in the state. Denver's struggle with homelessness. In Denver, the struggle with homelessness is visible throughout the city, as many people are forced to live in temporary shelters, vacant properties, or makeshift encampments like the infamous Tent City. These areas often lack basic necessities, such as sanitation, clean water, and secure shelter, and they are particularly vulnerable during the harsh winter months. Many of the residents in these camps face a constant battle against extreme weather conditions, which jeopardizes their health and safety. Several factors contribute to the rising homelessness in Denver, including rapid population growth, soaring housing costs, and the increasing unaffordability of rent for low-income individuals. The high demand for housing, combined with a limited supply of affordable options, leaves many residents vulnerable to losing their homes and falling into homelessness. Fundamental drivers of homelessness. Economic struggles and employment issues. The economic landscape of Colorado has been significantly impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic, which has led to widespread job losses, especially among low-wage workers and those in precarious employment situations. As businesses closed or reduced their operations, many individuals found themselves without income, making it impossible for them to keep up with rising housing costs. In addition to this, urban gentrification has displaced many low-income households in cities like Denver, further exacerbating the homelessness crisis by pushing vulnerable residents out of affordable neighborhoods. Housing affordability challenges. A major contributing factor to the rise in homelessness is the severe shortage of affordable housing in Colorado. As the state's population grows, the demand for housing has surged, but the construction of affordable housing has not kept pace. Property values and rental prices have skyrocketed in many areas, making it increasingly difficult for low-income families to find affordable places to live. The availability of affordable housing has been further limited by restrictive zoning laws and limited space for new developments, leaving many individuals without housing options. Health and mental health struggles. Health issues, including mental illness and substance abuse, are significant contributors to homelessness in Colorado. Many individuals experiencing homelessness struggle with untreated mental health conditions, which can make it difficult for them to secure and maintain stable housing. Without access to affordable healthcare services, these individuals often face compounded challenges in recovering from their mental health issues, further hindering their chances of regaining stability. Substance abuse also plays a critical role in homelessness, as individuals battling addiction may find it hard to hold down steady employment or maintain housing. Policy and systemic barriers. Over the years, state and local policies have not done enough to address the housing crisis in Colorado. A pivotal Supreme Court ruling from 2 decades ago severely limited the ability of cities to enact inclusionary zoning laws. These laws would have required developers to reserve a portion of new housing units for low-income individuals. This ruling has hindered efforts to provide sufficient affordable housing and has contributed to the worsening homelessness crisis in the state. Community-based solutions to homelessness. Volunteer-driven efforts across Colorado. Volunteer efforts have been instrumental in providing immediate support to homeless individuals. One example is Tara de la Fuente and her team, who distribute food, clothing, and essential items to homeless people living on the streets of Curtis Street. While logistical challenges, such as limited resources and the lack of permanent infrastructure, hinder these efforts, the work of volunteers is vital in meeting the immediate needs of those without shelter. These grassroots initiatives demonstrate the critical role local communities play in providing relief to those in need and offer an example of how volunteerism can directly help tackle homelessness. Crowdfunding and local support networks. In addition to the efforts of individual volunteers, crowdfunding has emerged as an effective tool for mobilizing resources to assist homeless individuals. For instance, Jesse Vogel and other community members have turned to online crowdfunding platforms to raise money for essential supplies and transportation for homeless individuals. These community-driven initiatives are proof that local collaboration and shared responsibility can have a tangible impact on the lives of people experiencing homelessness, offering vital resources that make a real difference. Government programs and investments. Support for housing and shelter initiatives. In light of the COVID-19 pandemic and its impact on housing insecurity, the Colorado government has allocated $24 million to support housing and shelter programs. These funds have been essential in expanding shelter services and providing emergency housing options for those affected by the pandemic. The allocation of these resources has helped improve the quality and availability of shelters, offering individuals a safe place to stay and ensuring that more people can access the support they need during these challenging times. Transitional housing and long-term solutions. Colorado has invested in transitional housing programs designed to help individuals experiencing homelessness not just survive, but regain independence and stability. These programs go beyond providing temporary shelter. They are aimed at equipping individuals with the tools they need to rebuild their lives. Through employment assistance, healthcare services, and mental health support, these programs facilitate long-term recovery and self-sufficiency. Over 300 people have benefited from these programs, which have also been successful in reducing interactions with the criminal justice system. New housing projects. A landmark project in Colorado's effort to combat homelessness is the $46.5 million housing initiative launched by the Colorado Coalition for the Homeless. This new housing development aims to provide stable housing and recovery services for individuals experiencing homelessness. By offering a comprehensive suite of services alongside housing, the project provides individuals with the opportunity to regain their independence and rebuild their lives. This initiative is a significant milestone in Colorado's commitment to finding long-term solutions to homelessness. Legislative efforts and policy changes. House Bill 21, 117, Empowering Local Governments. House Bill 21, 117 represents a pivotal shift in the approach to addressing homelessness and affordable housing in Colorado. Prior to this bill, state laws and court rulings placed substantial restrictions on local governments' ability to enforce affordable housing requirements. For example, a decision made by the Supreme Court in the early 2000s prevented cities from implementing inclusionary zoning policies, which would have required developers to include affordable housing in new projects. This limitation has made it more difficult for municipalities to address the housing needs of low-income residents effectively. House Bill 21, 117 seeks to reverse these restrictions, granting local governments the power to enact their own affordable housing mandates. This bill enables cities and counties to better address the unique housing challenges within their communities. By empowering local governments to enforce affordable housing requirements, the bill ensures that developers will be encouraged to include low-income housing units in new residential projects. This will help increase the supply of affordable homes and provide more opportunities for individuals and families to secure stable housing. This legislative effort is especially important as it allows local governments to customize policies based on their specific needs, fostering more effective and targeted solutions to the homelessness crisis. By making affordable housing more accessible, House Bill 21, 117 will contribute to mitigating the housing crisis and ultimately reduce homelessness in Colorado. Community reactions and challenges. Case study: Park Hill neighborhood. In the Park Hill neighborhood of Denver, a proposal to create a designated homeless sanitation camp has generated significant controversy. This initiative is aimed at providing a safer and more organized space for individuals experiencing homelessness, addressing the issue of unsanitary conditions in public spaces. However, concerns have arisen within the local community regarding the camp's management, its potential impact on surrounding neighborhoods, and the safety of both residents and the homeless individuals utilizing the space. Community members worry that the camp could lead to an increase in crime, exacerbate local traffic problems, and strain public resources. In response to these concerns, city officials have attempted to reassure residents by promising rigorous oversight and support services for those in the camp. However, the debate highlights the difficulty of balancing the needs of marginalized groups with those of the general public. Finding a solution that works for everyone is a delicate and ongoing challenge that involves not only providing a safe space for homeless individuals, but also addressing community concerns in a constructive manner. Safety and legal issues. Homeless camps, such as those in Denver, often pose safety risks not only to those living in them, but also to the surrounding communities. A fire at one of Denver's homeless camps recently brought these risks to the forefront. The fire, which caused significant damage, prompted concerns about fire safety, sanitation, and the lack of emergency services in such encampments. In addition to the physical risks, legal issues also come into play. Homeless individuals often live in areas that are technically illegal, and local laws sometimes prohibit the establishment of encampments without appropriate permits or oversight. This creates a situation in which individuals are subjected to displacement and potential legal action, making it harder for them to break the cycle of homelessness. Balancing public safety with the legal rights of homeless individuals is an intricate issue that requires collaboration between local authorities, legal experts, and community leaders. Addressing homelessness: multifaceted solutions. Expanding affordable housing. One of the most critical solutions to addressing homelessness is expanding the availability of affordable housing. The persistent lack of affordable housing options in Colorado exacerbates the homelessness crisis, and increasing the housing supply is essential. Legislative measures like House Bill 21-117, which empowers local governments to enforce affordable housing requirements, are a step in the right direction. However, public-private partnerships are also vital in ensuring that the construction of affordable housing units keeps pace with the growing demand. By incentivizing developers to build affordable housing and making zoning changes to allow for more flexible land use, Colorado can begin to address the root cause of homelessness and help individuals secure stable living conditions. Employment and skill development programs. While housing is a critical need, addressing the underlying factors that contribute to homelessness, such as unemployment and lack of skills, is equally important. Employment and skill development programs play a pivotal role in helping individuals regain financial independence and stability. By offering job training, educational opportunities, and employment assistance, these programs empower individuals to find steady work and support themselves. Many individuals experiencing homelessness face significant barriers to employment, including gaps in their resumes, lack of formal education, and criminal records. Providing tailored support to overcome these obstacles is key to helping individuals successfully transition out of homelessness. Enhanced healthcare and mental health services. Another essential component in addressing homelessness is expanding access to healthcare, particularly mental health and substance abuse treatment. Many individuals experiencing homelessness struggle with untreated mental health disorders or substance abuse issues, both of which significantly hinder their ability to maintain stable housing or employment. Increasing the availability of mental health services and substance abuse treatment can address these root causes of homelessness and give individuals the support they need to regain stability. Providing accessible and affordable healthcare services is essential not just for physical health, but for overall well-being and the ability to break free from the cycle of homelessness. Strengthening government and community partnerships. Tackling homelessness requires a collaborative effort between government agencies, nonprofit organizations, and the community. Strengthening partnerships between these groups is crucial for creating comprehensive solutions that address the multifaceted nature of homelessness. Government agencies provide funding and policy support, while nonprofit organizations offer direct services and outreach to homeless populations. Meanwhile, the community plays a crucial role in providing volunteer support and fostering awareness of the issue. By working together, these groups can create more effective programs that address both immediate needs and long-term solutions, ensuring that individuals experiencing homelessness receive the support they need to regain independence. Personal stories and community initiatives. Lillian Benedict, a young advocate. Lillian Benedict, a young girl from Littleton, Colorado, is a shining example of how individuals, regardless of their age, can make a significant impact in the fight against homelessness. Through her project, Lillian's Big Heart Art, Lillian uses her artistic talents to support the homeless in her community. She creates and sells her paintings, with all proceeds going toward providing meals for individuals experiencing homelessness. In addition to raising funds, Lillian's initiative also serves to raise awareness about homelessness in her community and foster a sense of compassion and responsibility among others. Through her efforts, Lillian is not only helping those in need, but also inspiring others to take action and make a difference in their own ways. Her story is a powerful reminder that we all have the ability to contribute to meaningful change, regardless of age or resources. Homelessness in Colorado is a complex issue that requires a comprehensive and compassionate response. Through community-driven initiatives, government programs, and legislative reforms, progress can be made in addressing homelessness. Together, we can create a more inclusive and supportive society for all,